as you map out, the next leg, the
Yeah.
next phase of growth, of expansion, of pivots, give me a trailer of Act 3.
Cinema companies, pure form cinema companies will
Is it
will will be
curtains?
will be okay. No, not at all. It
No?
will be okay, but the cost structures have to be aligned
Mm.
according to the people will definitely go and watch movies. There's no question about it. But can you align your costs with the occupancy dip that has happened after pandemic? That's the critical thing. So if somebody was starting from zero base and he still wants to be the exhibition business, then he must be he align his costs accordingly and just don't get carried away that India's only got 9,000 screens and China's got 40 or whatever,
Yeah,
has got
yeah.
30, 35, whatever. So I think cinemas will always be there, so I'm optimistic about that. But I think it's there's no harm not putting all your eggs in one basket and say that, okay, you have a brand, you have a consumer base of 150 million people coming. They are not just movie buffs, they like to do other things as well. There is no harm in creating some other out of home entertainment activities also for that consumer who's loyal to your brand.
So the diversification is more out of a need at this point in time, as opposed to something that you would have chosen to do.
Well, pre-pandemic, I never thought of doing
Yeah.
that diversification because, I thought,
Yeah.
there was enough happening. Even pre-pandemic, I used to think about out of home and how do I remember with Renuka and all the board members, we
Yeah.
used to sit and say, oh, that's a lot of people coming.
Yeah.
160, 170 million people coming. Let's look at what else do they want.
Yeah.
Can we do merchandising? Can we do some F&B? Can we do something else? There's so many, little avenues, adjacencies, then you can come out with. I even spoke to McKinsey. What else can we do? So I was very keen to
How
expand
much
the
did you
brand.
pay McKinsey to tell you what else you can do?
Yeah, because sometimes sometimes it's a good idea to bounce off what
Yeah.
else. The brand is
So
strong.
did they
People
come
are
up with
coming.
any of these ideas that you're
Yes,
taking forward?
some of them were this, and even the popcorn vertical that we have, 47 BC,
Yeah.
PVR, that was also something like that. So there were a lot of thoughts, and I think that's not a bad idea. I know Cineplex Group in Canada, they've got something called recreation room. They call it the rec room. I don't like the word rec. It can have different
Yes,
connotations.
with a W, it's an entirely
That's what I'm
entirely
saying.
different meaning.
Enough wrecking is happening in the world. So I thought that was a good idea because the same consumer who's coming. This is actually part of
Yeah, this is
diversification.
a rec room.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we are watching a movie, and I think 50% of our customers who watch movies come here before or after and watch it, and have a drink or listen to some music or something like
Yeah.
that. So I think these kind of adjacencies cinema companies should do. There's no harm, and just that's a massive lesson from the pandemic that one should do.